Attention. Attention gamblers and poor people. We've got what you want.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, General of the Armies of the North.
Yeah, I don't think that's what we were talking about. Well, I guess if we want winners, that's why you're here. You come to us and my good friend Bruce Dowbiggin off his world tour. Is that what I'm calling
Yeah.
it? The let's visit every town and have it sold out tour, I think.
Well, we were having a good time. Meredith says to say hi, by the way.
Yeah, we're live, but thanks for that.
So that we're live. So she says thanks for that. That's where I
thought
get
she
all
was-
my best.
I thought she was in
stuff from.
showbiz. I thought she was in showbiz. You just don't walk onto Carson and start doing card tricks.
I know. Yeah, we were in Aurora 2 weeks ago. Steve Bacon and I, we were at the Aurora's Town Square. We had a great time. We were there for a couple hours, doing the old stories, telling people the behind the scenes stuff. Him on politics, me on sports. Sold out to join. And so, if anybody's listening to this, and I know people are, we'd love to come to your town and do it. I mean, we'll come in and we'll take care of everything. It's a proven format now that we've done, and we sold out the place. People actually paid to come and see us. So, yeah, we'd love to come and do it.
And there's a video of this too, correct? Is there not
There's online.
yes?
There's a whole bunch of online clips and stuff that I put out there. I'm not going to put up the full video because it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes. It was supposed to be 90 minutes, and then well, yeah, I got Bacon and me talking, so no filter there.
Well, we've got some stuff tonight, Thursday night. You never quite know what you're going to get. A lot of people love the Thursday night dog. That's not the situation tonight, but there certainly is some interesting plays in the first 3 to 4 weeks of this league, simply because I believe half of them are not prepared. Most of them have done nothing in that waste of time called preseason. So first team snaps are almost like a unicorn, and some teams have really shown it, which is why either they've been bad or they stink for a first half, and then you get a phone call seemingly through the third quarter and say, could you do something here? So what do you think happens tonight?
Well, yeah, the whole thing is avoidance for these teams. They're so afraid of anybody of value getting hurt that they don't. I guess they're practicing. We don't see it away from the camera somewhere they're practicing, but we don't see them in game action. So you're right. It's like the CFL. That first game of the CFL season is like the third game of the exhibition, and you have to take it that way. So form is kind of come in. One of the teams I did like going into the season was the Arizona Cardinals. I thought San Francisco was weak, was going to be in trouble, as we've seen. They have injury problems. I thought that they were going to have a shot at it, and it comes down to Kyler. If Kyler's that guy. I mean, it's the same thing with Young in Carolina and some of the other smaller quarterbacks. Are they that guy? Can they deliver like they did in college? And I think we're getting answers about Kyler that maybe he may not be the guy. And of course, well, no, I'll start because with my first prop, and I'm only going to do props with you. There's all these mucks that do the line and stuff like that. Let them have
Love
it.
the props. Love the
Yeah,
props.
love the props. So
Yeah.
my first prop for tonight is Marvin Harrison. So this was supposed to be the big deal with Kyler and Marvin Harrison. They were supposed to be the dynamic duo. Marvin Harrison looks totally disinterested. Kyler runs around like crazy, and I don't know what he's doing. So for tonight, I've got Marvin Harrison Jr. under 47 and a half yards receiving. And for that, the last time I looked was, I think it's about minus 105 or something. So I don't like betting minus with player props, but this is one that I think you can get in on because there doesn't seem to be any chemistry there, and it seems to be having a problem.
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked considering the talent that Junior has, and I thought, what a nice bounce back for as a target for Kyler
Yeah,
Murray, and it's been a flop. It's
yeah.
been a Broadway flop. So I do like that pick. What else do you got?
Yeah, so this guy misses all the chance in the world. He should be marketing himself as Zach Chardonnay. Chardonnay. He
Yes,
had all of the
absolutely.
booze people, right? Anyhow, Zach Charbonnet for for Seattle. I think he's going to have a good night because I think that Seattle with Darnold, they're grinding things out a little bit. I think they're going to have anything inside the 10-yard line. He's going to carry. So I've got him for a touchdown. Anytime touchdown, I've got him at plus 133. So
Yep.
that's a good one. And as you know, money management is a huge deal when you get experienced in betting. Money management is a huge deal. So getting the plus numbers, you can lose 2 out of 3 with your numbers, but if you hit that one, it makes up for everything else, right? So that's why I'm looking at Zach Charbonnet. Chardonnay.
Yes.
And speaking of Sam Darnold, I have him tonight at over 1.5 touchdowns. That's a nice little package there for you. I think it's plus 230 or something. It's yeah, so that's two touchdown passes for him tonight. And again, I just think I know they're on the road. I know that Arizona has got something to prove, etc. But I like Sam Darnold just to manage the game. He's got some guys who can go get the ball in the end zone. So yeah, those are my three plays for tonight.
Well, it just goes to show you, and there's all kinds of examples, but you get a veteran in there who I'm not saying they're the next, the coming of Joe Montana, but Danny Dimes gets in there. He kind of knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. Joe Flacco's been around for 500 years. He understands enough that the guys kind of believe that he can actually get things done. They're not superlative athletes. They're not in their prime,
Yeah.
but there's something to be said for poise. And I think for a guy like Darnold, he proved it in Minnesota that
Yeah.
to a degree can still run enough offense to win a football game. And so, yeah, I agree with that. Now, do you have plays for the weekend?
Yeah, I have a few for the weekend. Like any ass can go and find some stuff for with the Buffalo Bills this weekend. They're
Oh,
hosting the New Orleans Saints. I think it's 17 and a half, maybe depending on where you're getting your number from.
yeah.
But for props, everybody can go and get Cook. Everybody can go and get Josh as a touchdown scorer. I'd like to look a little bit more towards Dalton Kincaid, the tight
Oh,
end. He had a terrible end to the year last year. He had some injuries, etc. He seems to be in simpatico with Josh right now. I've got him for a touchdown plus 189 or 190. So that'd be a
he's
nice little return.
he is definitely a target for Josh. I mean, he is looking for Dalton. He's been money this year. That's a great pick. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're looking for a long shot, and I have a feeling a lot of guys are going to get a bite of the cookie in this game of the offense for the Bills. If you want a long shot, Terrell Shavers for a touchdown plus 1560. Plus
Well,
1560.
if you're going to take, as you say, a long shot on an offensive unit,
Yeah.
Buffalo, the what's the phrase? Everybody eats. So the
Everybody
chant
eats.
everybody eats. So to take a flyer on one of their players is not that crazy.
You can just see him in the third quarter, fourth quarter. They're ahead comfortably, and then he wants to keep everybody happy. He wants everybody to be part of. And Shavers has earned everything he's gotten.
Yes, he has.
He earned it in the preseason. He's looked good. He's poised. I don't think he's had any drop that I've noticed. So anyway, there's your long shot for the Bills if you want to try to make a little bit of money. Another guy who's really underrated these days, Tyquan Thornton. The Chiefs are in trouble. Their offense is in trouble. Kelsey seems to have stayed too long at the fair. They had Rashee Rice and all those guys are still out. So I like him for a touchdown this weekend, plus 436.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
real
nice. See,
nice number.
well, the ball's got to go somewhere, and there's not many
Yeah.
guys left, so why not?
And yeah, Mahomes doesn't want to run if he doesn't have to, so he'll be happy to dump it off. And he's shown he can get open. I won on him last weekend. I had him to score a touchdown last weekend. And for the Lions game, yeah, they're against the Brownies, and it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I do think though the Lions will score enough, and I think a lot of it will probably be inside the 20. So instead of just one touchdown for David Montgomery, two touchdowns. Two touchdowns for David Montgomery plus 350.
Well,
There's a good chance between him and Gibbs. It's hard to know, but he always gets the rock. They always give him the rock, and he had two touchdowns the other night. So did Gibbs. Yeah. So I think there's a real chance there.
outstanding, Bruce. Thanks so much for joining me today. Good luck, and you know what? We'll do this again next week.
Cash a check, baby.
For over 40 years, Calgarians have trusted DKI Calgary when disaster strikes. From fires and floods to legendary hailstorms, our all-star team delivers rapid response and proven restoration excellence to residential and commercial customers. As the premier restoration provider in Calgary and Southern Alberta, we're the partner families, businesses, insurers, and property managers count on. When the unexpected happens, trust experience. Trust DKI Calgary, restoring homes, businesses, and peace of mind for more than 4 decades.
Okay, it's the Thursday Nighter. Let's get right to it. Let's start with the Seahawks. It is the Seahawks, of course, and the Cards. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Can anybody stop this guy? For him to get 84 and a half yards, I don't see him falling short of that. I'm taking the over. Cooper Kupp for 4 receptions. He's at least good for 4. He might get more than that, but I'll take the 4. Also, Trey McBride. Kyler Murray's got to throw to somebody. Seems to be about his average at 6 receptions. I will take 6 plus receptions. And then finally, Kyler Murray's going to run around. That's kind of what he does. So 27.5 yards is the number on that. I just want to check what I have. That is almost 9 times your money. Major League Baseball, let's throw it in there. The Jays seem to be spinning their tires, bad umpiring and all, but it doesn't matter. The Yankees right now, and of course they have the White Sox. So let's just take a look who we think will do business tonight. I think it's going to be the Yankees. Let's get hits for Aaron Judge. Let's get hits for Jazz Chisholm. And also Anthony Volpe, really good numbers. That's a 3 times your money. So that's just what? Almost 12 times your money for tonight's games. Do it. Also, you know how we always have celebrity picks. This is just weird. Is this honestly the best way? Aunt B from Mayberry. So Aunt B picks? God help us. What do you got, B?
Oh, good heavens, Andy. I thought you were going to forget about your Aunt B over here. There's still some life in the old girl yet. Let's start with some college ball and Notre Dame at Arkansas. I really like the Fighting Irish, especially Jeremiah Love. Over 97.5 yards. He's so good he'll run for over 100. That's a real can of corn for old B over here. But that Taylon Green from Arkansas, he's quite an athlete. 268.5 yards passing. Oh, I love it. And his tight pants. Also, Omega Blake. Who do you think Taylor's going to throw it to? Well, I think it's going to be him. So over 50 yards. That's a good bet. And also Jadarian Rice, another runner from Notre Dame. They're going to have a field day, Andy. Honestly, over 64.5 yards, he'll accomplish that. So I guess it's love and price. I guess that's the price of love. Would you like to talk about my nice pies?
Oh, God, I hope you're talking about blueberry or cherry. Make your picks. Make sure you sign up to mybookie.ag. Use the promo code RAW. This is what I'm telling people. Set up your account. It's an insured bet up to $500. It's the so-called safety bet. Do it. You'll be very pleased. Make those picks I just made. That means cash, baby. Cash, courtesy of Raw, Mike Richards, Picks and Props, and our friends in MyBookie.
Mike Richards! Mike Richards!
Yeah, sports talk will never be the same again.